All right, Wes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Wesley Luster. Luster with a U, like metallic shine. These are my pieces. They're all pretty inspired by music and life and passion and pretty much raw emotions, what most of my artwork is. Starting with this piece is called Oshun, because I know 3 out of 4 of these people from a music camp that I actually was a counselor at for like 9 or 10 years. I'm not doing it this year because of COVID. So it's kind of fun doing this. I get to see them again without actually being at the camp. But, imagine I've taught classes with these guys. We've been to help facilitate their classes. This is Javier Navarrete. He has taught Afro-Cuban drumming at the classes at the Campus for Kids. So, these pieces show a specific day during the camp where we come together, we go into the forest, we have a big campfire, and all 120 kids are in a big circle. We have a campfire in the middle, and all the teachers who are all Bay Area musicians, world-class musicians, they come up and they do their thing, and they put on these amazing shows, and they put their best foot forward, and they inspire these kids, they inspire people. So I'm just really trying to show that in these pieces, and you really see their passion for the music and what they give of themselves. So he would always do this drum, he would teach this drum piece that in Yoruba thought and in religion was for the god Oshun. And he has axes, his element is fire, and he gets rid of obstacles. So if you look in the middle, people who know what Oshun looks like, maybe they'd be able to see him in the background.
Great.
As the fire. Moving on, this is Josiah Woodson. He's in Paris. He lives there, but he's from Oakland. Plays so many different instruments. I would help him teach the jazz, rock, and blues ensembles. I have about 30 kids, all different types of music. And so this piece is called Current Jazz. It's to speak towards where jazz comes from and blues and Black American music comes from. I would compare him to Miles Davis as a musician, in that I know what it sounds like, and I'm totally for it. That's why I actually kind of made it blue and green, like his album, and made him actually kind of look like Miles Davis in the shot. Also, there's a watery vibe to it. Current jazz. There's a few different meanings. Moving on, this is my buddy Jason Ewald. I named it Funky Few. He's of the LGBT community, but he's an amazing heart and an amazing person. That's why I've got the rainbow to just show part of who he is, as well as his music and amazing voices like John Mayer, John Legend, and I don't know, all kinds of soul all put together in one person.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have this piece I call Two Parts. It's a very special person in my life who inspired a lot of passion and music of many types. Gabrielle. And so I just try to show the life and the love and the passion of all things music and life in general in my art, and I hope that shows through. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Wesley.
Thank you.
Okay, Deb, maybe you can tell us about a few of your pieces here.
Sure. So this series, these 3 pieces here are called Sisyphus Rising series, and there's all comprised of only found objects. So the boards I found and manipulated. These are limpids from the beach. Parts I found in the gutter, on a street, or different places, watch parts. And what I'm trying to do is tell a story of Sisyphus, which is the Greek myth of the rolling the boulder up the hill for it to just come down. So kind of, speaking to progress or lack thereof. And these are everyday objects that we are familiar with, yet they're revisited in different ways. So I kind of try to use objects as vocabulary and tell a narrative that maybe somebody can engage with in a really personal way. Other pieces I have, like this piece, which is actually designed to be picked up and held, and it's two-sided, and a lot of my pieces are interactive. So this has a key, and the key turns the second timer, which is like, you know, the sands slowly passing. And this is a story, it's called Hurry Up and Wait. So it's got the measurement that we guide our lives by. I use a lot of watch parts and measuring sticks and weights. So weights and measures, there's kind of a theme of how we mark things and kind of what that means. This piece is called Go Lightly, and it's got a moth that is stuck, yet if you blow on it, I'm going to use, well actually I'm going to blow because that's just me, and it causes the moth to move and spin, yet it doesn't have its antennas. The antennas are made from 2 hands from a watch. So it's stuck in time. The title on the top, the directions, the viewer says exhale, which when you exhale, sometimes it's a relief or sometimes it's a anticipation. So it kind of gives room for the viewer to interact with the piece and think about the objects they're looking at and how to kind of stitch them together to make their own story. This piece in here is a reliquary, and so it's really kind of talking about, a lot of my work is talking about climate change. Gone but not forgotten, the butterfly, you know, I use a lot of natural elements. This one, if you can look inside the nest, this one's called Luck of the Draw, and there's 2 eggs and a die. And so that kind of speaks for itself. But anyway, you know, this is a metal fabricated box. I'm also a jeweler and I'm a metalsmith. And so I use those skills to fill in the objects as well as make jewelry and objects. So, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Deborah. Very
Thank you,
nice.
Jack.